Prince William has no plans whatsoever to speak to Prince Harry at Charles' coronation. That's what William is leaking constantly to the UK media. My family. And once again, the royal family are also leaking just how they intend on treating Prince Harry cruelly on that day. And that's why I feel so sad that Harry is going. However, I respect Harry's decision to go. However, I do feel sad about it. Because my family, first of all, the leaking and the planting of stories has not stopped. The royal family clearly are way more interested in trying to find ways to humiliate Prince Harry rather than have a decent conversation with Harry. To apologize for how Harry and Meghan have been treated. But my family, we all know William, Charles, Camilla, or Kate Middleton will never ever apologize for how cruelly they have treated Harry and Meghan. And my family, in response to Prince William's leaks, Kaiser had something to say. Here is what Kaiser said about all of this, Kylie, my family. Now, Kaiser said, and I quote, "I see it now. It takes me a minute to see all of the moving pieces of the various royal courts and their briefing operations and who is saying what to whom. In this particular case, Kensington Palace went on a briefing spree in the hours after Buckingham Palace confirmed Prince Harry's attendance at the coronation. And those royal sources, they wanted everyone in the whole world to know that Kate Middleton is very pleased that she won't have to interact with a black woman, Meghan. That's the first leak. Those so-called carnival of so-called experts and their royal sources also emphasized that William is making big boy plans to ignore his brother. My family. And one media outlet got a quote about how William despises Prince Harry and won't even make eye contact with his own brother, much less go have a pint with Prince Harry. My family. And my family, so here is what they have been leaking to the UK media. My family. First of all, that Prince Harry will get the cold shoulder from most of his family at the coronation, with Prince William having no plans to speak to his younger brother after his attacks on him in Spare and documentary on Netflix. That's what Prince William is saying, my family. The person who physically assaulted Prince Harry does not want to speak to Prince Harry. You know what? My family, as a matter of fact, I hope, first of all, that there is no conversation between William and Harry. If William is unwilling to apologize to Prince Harry, then there is no reason to talk to someone who physically assaulted Prince Harry, then expected for Harry to keep quiet. Then told Harry, hey, look, Harry, don't tell Meghan what I just did to you. What just happened after I stormed into Nottingham Cottage to physically assault Harry, then abuse Harry's wife. Then somehow he's the one who's the victim because Harry exposed what he did. He calls it attacks. I call it the truth. The truth. William, they are not attacks. An attack is what you did to Harry. That is what we call an attack. An attack is you storming into Nottingham Cottage to physically assault Harry. That's an attack. My family, an attack is saying demeaning, insulting things about Meghan Markle. That is an attack. My family. And Prince William is no victim. William is the perpetrator of abuse towards Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, especially towards Meghan, my family. And sources have suggested that other family members, with the possible exception of Princess Beatrice and Eugenie, have no interest in talking with Harry beyond the most basic of greetings, suggesting the event will be even more awkward than Harry clearly feared. That's what they are saying. You know what, my family? I feel like we should all take note of the leaking and the planting of stories currently happening. So my family, when Harry says, hey, look, I'm going to correct some lies that are being told about me about what happened, at Charles' coronation, nobody complains. That no carnival or so-called expert complains. Because as of now, the royal family are happy to leak stories, negative stories about Harry, of how they intend to cruelly treat Prince Harry at Charles' coronation. But somehow, my family, you have Prince William trying to paint himself as the victim of Harry's attacks from Harry's memoir Spare. No, William, they were not attacks. They were truths. My family. And William, who has lied about Harry, who has deceived Harry all of his life, William, who has had psychological power over Harry all of Harry's life, most of his life, right now, is trying to paint himself as the victim. He is no victim. William is the perpetrator of abuse, and he wants to destroy Prince Harry. He won't succeed one bit. My family. And my family. And so, one tabloid in which we know the royal family, William in particular, and Hamilton, and Charles, Camilla are deeply, deeply close to, Daily Mail, has reported that while William would never have stopped his brother from attending the coronation, he had no plans to speak to him. It is understood that his opinion has not changed, although no one is ruling out the possibility, however unlikely, that there could be a gesture of goodwill for their father. That's what, they are saying. Now, my family is always Prince Harry and Meghan, constantly expected to show goodwill. Always. When goodwill is never ever shown or extended to Prince Harry and Meghan, never. It never happens. It's Harry who's the one attending Charles' coronation. My family, it's Harry. It's always Harry who's the one who is reaching out. But the other members of the royal family, senior members of the royal family, what have they been doing? They have been evicting Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet from Frogmore Cottage. After backlash, then they send an invite via email to Prince Harry's email. Hey, look, attend the coronation. What does Harry do? Because Harry is the bigger person. Because Harry is the man with the kind heart. Harry says, okay, look, I'll go. And Meghan says, hey, listen, we can't go because of the abuse and racism that we have been put through by the UK media. We can't go because of how Charles speaks about us, Charles and William. my family, from what Harry has even told us, my family, from in his memoir Spare, of how Charles would call Harry, telling him, don't come with Meghan to Memorial, don't bring Meghan, with, a very, very disgusting reference. Instead of calling Meghan by her name, Charles mockingly describes Meghan as her, my family. So my family, from William to Charles, both of them have abused Meghan Markle, And Meghan is protecting her mental health by not attending Charles' coronation. So my family, Prince Harry and Meghan have agreed as a family that it's best that only Harry goes. Remember, the target in this entire story, the story of Harry and Meghan, from the moment they met, from the moment they were first announced as boyfriend and girlfriend, that they were dating, the target has always been Meghan Markle. The tabloids have tried so hard to split Harry from Meghan since that day, my family. And they have failed. And they'll continue to fail. Don't ever, ever forget that, my family. And so, from what William is saying, his opinion has not changed. His opinion on Meghan and also of Prince Harry. And my family, we've heard what William said about Meghan. All those racist tropes used by William to describe Meghan Markle. Difficult, abrasive, rude. Clearly, William's opinions have not changed. William clearly is one of the people who are so invested in trying to ensure that his brother is unhappy, that Harry is unhappy, that Harry is miserable, that Harry splits apart from Meghan. My family, everything that is happening right now, it has the fingerprints of senior members of the royal family. The attacks, the hounding of Harry and Meghan, the 44 articles written by Daily Express on a single day in 24 hours, all hateful articles. All of them have the fingerprints of senior members of the royal family who are clearly very invested in smearing Harry and Meghan, in trying to paint them as the villains, in wanting the world to see Harry and Meghan as the villains, and no one can ever tell you otherwise. Because my family, it is not just the UK media that are demanding or calling for Harry and Meghan to separate constantly, like every day. No. It's also senior members of the royal family. And the actions of the royal family tells us that. When you have Harry coming to Charles' coronation alone without his wife and kids, it's exactly what the royal family want. No wonder the palace, in a statement confirming Harry's attendance, said that Buckingham Palace is pleased to confirm that Harry will attend Charles' coronation. However, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet will stay in the US. My family never forget what Carnival of so-called expert Christopher Wilson said after the 1-year review period had ended and Harry and Meghan were expected to declare if they were returning as senior members of the royal family or not. Remember, don't forget, after that 1-year review period, one Carnival of so-called expert did say that members of the royal family had hoped that Harry would come back alone without his wife and son. No wonder right now you have them pleased that Harry is coming to the UK alone. It's what they've always wanted. But my family, I'll never ever believe one bit that they'll ever succeed in their end goal, being splitting apart Harry from Meghan. I'll never ever believe that they'll ever succeed in doing that. Why? Because from Harry's actions, he has shown us the lengths he is willing to go to keep his wife and children safe. My family, I find Harry very, very genuine in being a man who will stop at nothing to keep his wife and kids safe. My family. Now, as I continue, they are also saying that Prince Harry has publicly called on his family to apologize to himself and Meghan for what they see as slights. And Harry also demanded that his father and brother sit down with him before May 6th to trash their issues out. But insiders have told Daily Fail that Charles and William are both hurt and angry at Harry's behavior, and neither man has been inclined to pander to him. So my family, once again, it's not just William who is trying to portray himself as the victim. It's also Charles as well, who is trying to portray himself as a victim. So my family, what is this Harry's behavior? You know, they talk so much about Harry's bad behavior, but what is this behavior that is so bad, that is so wrong? You know, is it that Harry confessed, exposed really what William did to him, or his physical assault? Is that the bad behavior they speak of, my family? But somehow it's good behavior when William and Charles are leaking stories about Harry and Meghan to the press. Somehow it's good behavior when William stormed into Nottingham Cottage, called Meghan disgusting names, physically assaulted Harry when Harry would not join in abusing his wife, and then told Harry, don't tell Meghan what happened here. Don't tell her. Don't tell Meghan what happened between us. Don't tell Meghan that I came here to abuse you. Is that the bad behavior of Prince Harry, that he exposed what William did? My family, is it bad behavior that Harry exposed? The only thing the royal family are so concerned about is Harry's lawsuit against their partner, Daily Mail. A lawsuit alleging phone hacking. A lawsuit that could sink Daily Mail. Is it bad behavior that Harry exposed? That's all Charles, William care about. My family, that is not bad behavior. That is simply the truth, which members of the royal family are clearly very much allergic to hearing the truth. My family, clearly members of the royal family can't handle the truth because they spend most of the time lying to the public and also using the tabloid media as their own propaganda arm to spread hate, bigotry, and division, and tell the public the monarchy is there to unite people. In my family, every day, the monarchy is seen to divide not just people, but also, divide members of its own family into factions. And my family, from what I'm getting here, the royal family are divided into factions. Those who are behind William, Kate, Charles, Camilla, people who hold the purse strings, people who control the money, the billions of dollars of assets, property, money, crown jewels that now, its owner as the current reigning monarch is the current reigning monarch, King Charles. People have factions that they are aligned to. And they're being told, hey, look, let no one here even think about coming close to Prince Harry. Let nobody here ever think about coming close to Prince Harry or telling him anything. That's the message, the vibe that my family I'm getting orders from senior members of the royal family. Harry is to be treated as the villain by members of the royal family. That's how they want people and even family members to see Harry as the villain, my family. Yet Harry has maintained his only problem is the relationship between the monarchy and the press, that toxic, corrupt relationship that requires senior members of the royal family to pit, one office against the other, to pit William's office against Harry's office. That is what Harry sees as the problem, my family. That's what Harry sees as the problem. And so my family, the royal family, must stop treating Harry as the villain. Harry is not the villain, my family. The villain in this story are senior members of the royal families themselves and their actions, their toxic relationship with the UK media. Those, my family, are the villains, my family. And my family also hears what they're also saying, that even those who had once hoped William and Harry could be reconciled feel this is unlikely now. William had no contact with his brother when he came over with Meghan and the children for Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee celebrations last year, my family. So this mention when he came over with Meghan, my family. So my family, are they trying to say somehow the outcome will be different if Harry does not come with Meghan? First of all, there is no way the UK media will ever want a reconciliation between Charles, Camilla, and Prince Harry. My family, Daily Mail wants Harry to get a divorce. The royal family wants Harry and Meghan to get a divorce. The royal family wants Harry back to follow William around and Kate around. That's what they want. The royal family does not want Harry to earn his own money. They want him to depend on Charles and William, on their moods to fund Prince Harry. That's what they want, my family. They want to destroy the home that Harry and Meghan have established in the US. They want to destroy that, my family. I can only hope that, first of all, Prince Harry does not allow them, the royal family, to break apart his home. His home is where his wife, his kids are. That's Harry's home, my family. And my family, also, as they continue, my family, once again, they won't ever succeed in destroying, Harry and Meghan's marriage. My family, so sources have described the negotiations as a game of transatlantic ping pong. And Harry was said to have wanted numerous assurances about arrangements. Such is the sensitivity at Buckingham Palace over anything to do with Harry and Meghan, but yet the royal family keeps on leaking stories about Harry and Meghan to the press, my family. And they are saying that only a tiny group of senior officials were party to the conversations between the royal family and Prince Harry and Meghan. And once again, these details of what is happening is still ending up, being talked about by the tabloids, by the UK tabloids, my family. So clearly, these assurances, whatever Harry must have asked, clearly, my family, the royal family, are leaking what Harry has asked. What Harry asked for if he does come to Charles' coronation, my family. The royal family are leaking all of that, my family. As they continue, So courtiers have been treading on eggshells for fear of being accused by the couple of leaking information about their presence and sparking another rounds of attacks on the king in the run-up to his historic day, my family. And yet, despite it all, still they are leaking stories about Harry to the media. Still, it hasn't stopped, my family. And so my family, as they continue, and while many in the royal household contest much of what the couple have alleged, all are keen not to make things more difficult for the 74-year-old monarch. That's what they are saying, my family, as they continue to leak stories about Harry and Meghan to the press. My family, like what they leaked just yesterday about the sitting arrangements, that Harry was, keen to know where he'll be seated and who he will be seated next to. And so my family, already, these conversations are not private. The royal family is briefing the press about them. And my family, the palace and the press should never complain if Harry and Meghan ever decide to speak about this, my family. And here is what Kaiser said about what is happening right now. On this quote, my family, from what members of the royal family are saying, the courtiers have been treading on eggshells for fear of being accused by the couple of leaking information about their presence. My family, while the palace has not leaked much about the negotiations with Prince Harry and Meghan, let's be clear, the palace has leaked like a sieve ever since Charles became king. And they also leaked about the seating arrangements, apparently, that Harry was asking for. So still, they are leaking. And it's no longer never complain, never explain. Charles' official motto is complain, explain, brief, leak, defame, and whine constantly. And the royal family keep whining constantly, like every single time. They never ever stop. It sounds more like Harry told his father's people, if you leak anything about these negotiations, I'm out. I also think the negotiations were along the lines of security issues, not balcony appearances like how the press tabloids are claiming, my family. Then, hey, look, now that Harry is here, he can also be allowed to ride, in those carriages. My family, now that Harry is not here with his wife and kids, my family, I don't think Harry will do that. If Harry does that, then there must have been something even more than that he must have been promised. Maybe a sit down with King Charles and Prince William. Perhaps that. That's what, I can see possibly Harry would have been promised for him to even attend and be in those horse rides, in the carriages with the royal family. If he does that, then there must have been something big that he must have been promised. Maybe a sit down with Charles and William. That's what I can see, my family. Or Prince Harry will come, attend the service, and fly back to California for his son's birthday. My family, possibly. That's, the angle that, in my opinion, I can see. If he stays, there must be something. Maybe for his court case, or because he's been told he'll have a sit down with Charles or William. Maybe that. If not, then maybe Harry will just come there, attend the service, the Coronation service, and then go back, fly back to California. That's the only way I can, interpret, what might happen, my family. And my family, this is just speculation once again. Speculation about what, Harry might do. because no one knows what he has been promised to attend Charles' coronation. There must have been something really that he must have been told during negotiations. My family, and also Kaiser, says that as for the cold shoulder and diaper baby Prince William, sending threats to not even speak to his brother, keep in mind, William thinks this is a good look. The fact he's constantly raging, screaming, and sending threats to everyone. And that is too childish, damaged to possess his emotions as a 41-year-old man. William is telling people, I won't even look or speak to Harry. After Harry wrote the truth about William assaulting him. William, grow up. William, for once in your life, just grow up. For once in your life, just grow up, my family. William just needs to grow up, my family. And my family, tell me your thoughts about, what is being said. I'd like to hear your opinion, please, my family. And with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Bedana, and Doria, Raglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. Hate never wins, only love wins. William needs to grow up for once in his life. And the palace continues to leak stories about Harry and Meghan to the press, while saying they are afraid of leaking. The palace are leaking stories about Harry to the media, while saying they are afraid of leaking, because they are afraid of being accused by Harry of leaking. You can't make this stuff up, my family. We keep calling out the hypocrisy that we see, and my family, hate never wins once again, only love wins, my family. And please stay tuned to our next video, and kindly like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube, and stay tuned to our next video. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.